All right guys, so in this video we're going to go over setting in-person appointments, calling the right lists, and how to negotiate a short sale. If any of those interest you, make sure you stick around to the end. So we found this deal. It was not through any expensive marketing or anything like that. It was a simple list that we pulled from PropStream. Finding the right list can be very broad or it can be stacked. So a broad list is just going to be high equity, maybe senior owners. A stacked list is going to be pre-foreclosure, probate, divorces, anything like that, where the motivation definitely is there. But this was actually just a broad list of elder owners that had owned for a long time. Usually they're going to be closer to selling than someone that's owned a house for only a couple of years. So after selecting the list, you will go into a skip tracing software and drop the addresses in there, and it will bring back contact information. From there, it either goes into our CRM or basically a dialer. We make some calls. It's going to take anywhere between 200 and even up to 1,000 calls to bring in a deal. But to get there, you had to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe 999 other times. So you can't really give up. You just got to keep chugging along, and a deal will come through if you stay consistent with it. Got in contact with the seller through a cold call. He didn't live here. It was actually locked by the bank. He moved out 6 years ago. It was abandoned. He actually thought the bank took it. We looked into it. The bank did not take it. He still owned it. He didn't realize that, but he had racked up a lot of fees of not paying his mortgage for 6 years. So actually this deal wasn't negotiated with the seller. We actually took on a short sale attorney that we worked with. She was able to take what the bank was asking for, get all that information to them. The bank just wanted to recover their principal. On this property was somewhere just over 100,000, which is a good deal. It made sense. We got them paid. We took ownership of the property and went into the construction. I drove down there, met him, we had a good conversation, providing value to him, not, hey, I want to buy your house, I want to buy a house, just say, hey, what do you need, how can I help you? We moved forward with the short sale process, and it was beneficial to him because he avoids a foreclosure on his record, and he also gets to clear debt out of his name. Both very important things for him, and that's why he wanted to work with us. Got some release forms signed so that we could get a payoff amount from the bank, and he knew that we could get it done. He kind of had checked out what we've done in the past, and I kind of walked him through the process. He felt comfortable with it, and that's, I think, what got us to get that face-to-face meeting, which is the most important part. One of the biggest lessons here in almost every deal is less about the deal, the price, all that. It's about providing value to a seller. I think a lot of people get lost in trying to make the numbers work and all this, but if you provide value in other ways, sometimes price doesn't come into play. That's a huge takeaway, and I think new investors should really take note of that because it's how you end up actually helping a seller and getting a deal at the same time. So if you had a deal right now, you're a new investor, you're not sure what to do with it, or maybe you just have a lead that's close to a deal, I'd encourage you to reach out to Ennis, myself. We go out on appointments and talk to hundreds of people all the time, so it's something that we could help with. We like to partner with people and teach people. Send us a message. We're always here to help you. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Hopefully you found some value in what we went over. Providing value to sellers is important, calling the right lists and meeting in person. And obviously negotiating short sales is a huge portion of this. So if you want to learn more about that, we'll put a link right here and feel free to reach out to us with any deals that you might have.